It's a pleasure to be here. And it's really the first time I've come and visited with NUAC since formally your relationship with the county has changed. I'm glad to be here tonight to spend the evening with you, hear about your concerns, share a few of my thoughts, but really here to listen throughout the evening more than share a whole bunch now with you. But I want to point out that while your relationship may have changed, you had a fantastic forum that I was at, while it wasn't a formal NUAC meeting, on public safety in February with BJ Myers and Joe Gagliardi. And I learned a whole lot more about gangs and tagging than I ever knew before. And mostly good information to have. And the fact that not only am I here tonight, but Deputy White is here tonight. I know you also run into him in restaurants in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Makes a big impression on your nephews when the deputy comes up and starts talking to you. And you have Bond, you have Alan Painter, who I know has been here earlier this year. He's the Community Service Area Manager for King County. So still a very strong presence here working with NUAC. I think that's an important highlight. I think NUAC has certainly been and continues to be a strong asset for the community. And just some of the work I personally have engaged in with you in the time I've worked with NUAC is, first, I think and foremost, Club Evo. The fact that even as a legislator before I was on the county council, knew about the public safety concerns there, and you were working documenting them and reporting them. And then as a council member, working with you to advance a moratorium through the council. The council has actually passed a moratorium on dance halls such as Club Evo in North Highline, specific to this area because of your concerns here. And by making our case, also having, before that was adopted by the council, the specific business license application rejected by the Department of Development and Environmental Sciences, DDES services. The White Center Library, I've been working with Rachel and a number of other people to impress upon the King County Library system the value of having the White Center Library and Boulevard Park as separate locations in their current locations, how many people they serve, and the commitment made to the public when the library bond was adopted. Restoring new storefront deputy, Deputy Myers' position today, and making sure that that was back, again, because of the work in Club Evo and a number of other things in the community, was very aware of the value in the community, and was happy to be able to work with you in making sure that that was restored. And most recently, working with you on the alcohol impact area, the voluntary AIA, which is a voluntary program that Deputy Myers was very instrumental in, along with NUAC, the county, the CDA, and others, to have liquor sales, have fortified beer and wine sales limited between 6 a.m. and 1 p.m. For off-site uses. And it's voluntary. We actually found that businesses were very willing to participate because they wanted to step up and participate in that public safety. So I really value working with you in that, knowing the work you've done to, again, identify the problem and work with people to find creative and successful solutions. I know that Alan has already addressed you earlier this year about the new CSA, the Community Service Area, the new way the county is interacting with unincorporated areas in King County, and I'm glad that NUAC continues to be an important voice for White Center and North Highline. I'd be happy to take any questions and plan on not leaving when I'm done.
Any questions on the council? Okay. Gil.
Joe, Club E, I walk by it every couple of days. I'm wondering, the moratorium ends, I don't know, September or something like that?
October.
Do you know? I'm sorry?
October.
October? Can you tell us what that means, if anything? Could he reopen at that point?
He could reapply for a business license, but he'd have the same set of circumstances that Mr. Starbar, the director of DDES, found cause to deny his permit, his application. And in the next several months, we'll look at extending the moratorium and explore that possibility. But also I know that Mr. Starbard was well aware because of the work you and others have done, Gil, in making sure that we knew what the problem was. And it's the only business license he has denied in his tenure at King County.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, and we really appreciate your work on that because we've been trying to have something done about that club for years. It went through many different names, right? Back to the Tropicana.
It's a really good partnership,
Yeah.
working with you as well.
Yeah, so that was great. That was a wonderful thing. But any other questions? No? Okay. Thank you, Joe.
You bet.
Thank you very